In the criminal justice system, lying about refurbished consoles is considered especially heinous. Here on YouTube, the dedicated creators who investigate these vicious lies are members of an elite squad known as TreeHouse Law LLC. These are their stories. So DKoldies is getting sued. Wow. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. This is Wrecked, and I am happy to bring you some more DKoldies news. So, in case you guys haven't heard, over the last couple of days, it has been brought to all of our attention that DKoldies is getting sued. At least that's what it looks like. They are being hit with a class action lawsuit by TreeHouse Law LLC, and this all came to light on Facebook with this Facebook post right here. So we'll leave that up on the screen for a second so you can read it. But basically what's happening is enough people have come together and basically either reached out or this law firm took enough interest in the story to think that, hey, we really got something here. Now, I don't know any details. Nothing that I know of has come out yet that is like concrete, other than the fact that, yes, TreeHouse Law is looking into this and it could be pursued. And I don't know how many people have actually reached out to them, how many stories or issues or situations they have built up, or how far they are in the case, so to speak. But guys, are we really surprised? Are we really surprised at this point that they could be facing a class action lawsuit? I mean, I'm not surprised. That's kind of what happens when you lie to your customers, when you false advertise on your website. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The pettiness in me is kind of happy this is happening. And let me explain to you why. I cannot stand people who white knight for DKoldies and scumbag companies like them. And trust me, I know a lot of us here, like Rich from Review Tech or Jacob R, and so many others who have been making videos covering all of the DKoldies drama here in the retro video game space, have been getting shit from the white knights of DKoldies. And it cracks me up. It's hilarious to me that anybody could defend these practices and claim that they care about the retro gaming community, even in the slightest. Because if you really did, you would see through all of the bullshit that this company basically puts out and what they do on a regular basis for many, many years. Now, the best part is, guys, the reason why I'm so tickled by all of this is, I'm sure others have gotten the same types of comments on their videos, but my videos, I love the people that are like, I hope DKoldies sues all of you YouTube creators for slander and for talking badly about them because I hurt their feelings. I don't give a fuck about their feelings, because it is not illegal to give a review or an opinion on a company or on a person. That is not against the law. That is not slander. Look it up in the fucking dictionary what slander is. And me basically going on their website and saying, yeah, they're overpriced. They are well above market value. Other YouTubers buying consoles from them, opening them up and realizing that they're filthy as fuck and saying, hey, this was marketed as refurbished and it's not. That's not slander. And what is DKoldies going to come after all of us with their millions of dollars and buy a bunch of lawyers and come after Rich and Jacob R and just all of us? No, they're not going to. In fact, they're doing the opposite. And I find it funny that all of a sudden a lot of their prices have come down. and they've been quiet for a little while. Before we were getting a lot of those weird videos of them showing us how they refurbish consoles, which was pretty much using a magic eraser on a Nintendo Wii. But a lot of that's been quiet, and things I thought were starting to die down. But then this lawsuit just came out of nowhere, man. It just came out of nowhere, and I'm excited for it. And I know that's kind of fucked up. It's kind of messed up for me to be like excited for this. But the fact is, you guys, they've been ripping people off for a long time. If they're sending shitty, dirty, filthy, bug-infested fucking consoles to big prominent YouTubers here on the platform, how many little old ladies do you think that they are ripping off? How many birthdays and Christmases were fucked up because of the fucking shitty job that they do over at DKoldies? I mean, come on, how long did you think they were gonna get away with ripping off little Timmy and his grandma before somebody said something? So I have no sympathy, none, because when all of this was brought to light and they were proven to be scummy, that all they had to do was make it right. And all they did instead was make videos trying to sweep it under the rug. There was interviews with employees saying, hey, we were told not to open these consoles unless we heard something rattling inside. Then open it up, get the rattle out, and don't do anything else, and ship them out. It's because DKoldies buys all these consoles for dirt cheap prices. I mean, you can see it in their trade-in value little catalog that they have on their website of what they'll give you in trade. They're giving you $20, maybe $30 for a console and flipping it for $200 to $300, you guys. I mean, but don't get me wrong. The high prices are not the scam, right? It's not scammy to ask $300 for an NES or $260 for an original Xbox. It's not scammy, it's just scummy. And I just think it's funny that people in the retro space actually defend these guys. It's mind-boggling. And I think a lot of it has to do with this. A lot of people think of them as the wholesome, family-friendly company with Joey at the forefront with a big smile on his face. And I'm sure Joey is a really nice guy. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize Joey's not the owner. Joey is just the social media manager. The real owner, Drew, was a used car salesman. And then after he was a used car salesman, he dealt in adult cinema selling that. Then he met a lady who sold cat food on the internet and looked at her and was like, wow, if this dumb bitch could do it, I could sell anything to anybody. Hence why he got into selling retro video games to grandmas at crazy prices and lying through his teeth. And it has come to light. And we're going to take a look at TreeHouse Law's website really quick. Now, other YouTubers have already looked into it, and you know they seem to be legitimate, a real law firm. No shadiness going on there, from what we can all tell. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump on over, take a quick look at their website, and we'll talk about it. All right, you guys, here is the website of TreeHouse Law. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is their homepage. I mean, it looks like a legitimate website. I mean, I'm not involved at all. I've never purchased anything from DKoldies, nor do I ever plan on doing so. But I mean, they look like they're legit. A lot of people have looked into them, well before me, and they seem legit. I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than all we can do is really wait and see what happens. But welcome to TreeHouse Law. TreeHouse Law was born out of the vision of three friends who set out to change the way corporations advertise and conduct business. So yeah, this seems like the type of law firm that would go after someone like DKoldies. As consumers ourselves, we fight to ensure that businesses advertise their products and services truthfully to the public. Now, this is what they're talking about, you guys. Here's DKoldies' website. Let's go to a console. We'll just pick the first one on the list, the Nintendo 64. Look at that. It's magically $99. Wow, I wonder why that is. Here we go. Condition right here, right there. Can you read that, you white knight fucks? refurbished, which means repaired, deep cleaned, and close to factory new. This is not what they're doing. Me saying that they are delivering a shitty product is a review. It is not slander. What is illegal is false advertising. High prices aren't illegal because, we just can choose not to shop there. But lying to the customer about the product they are going to receive is illegal. That is against the law, which is where these guys come in. And DKoldies is going to do one of two things. Either they're going to get their shit together, or the law is going to make them get their shit together. One of the two. That, or they can just close up shop after all these years of being in business, which I don't think Drew wants to do. So they're either going to get their act together, do the right thing, or the law is going to make them do that, and we'll see what happens. But honestly, you guys, how much more proof do you need that this company doesn't give a fuck about any of us in the retro community? A community that I personally hold near and dear to my heart, right? Video games is a huge part of my life, and it's a huge part of millions of others. And when you have a company like this who is ripping off casual gamers and their families, it is disgusting. And anybody who defends it after all of the videos and all of the proof, I don't know what to say at this point. I think that you are delusional at that point. And, you have people like Mr. Matty Plays over at, on Retro Rebound with his GameCube. You have Rich, who bought 3 consoles and soon to be a 4th console in a future video. Jacob R. You've got everybody under the sun covering this. The biggest of the biggest YouTubers. RGT has covered this. Spawnwave has covered this. It's a big deal. It's a freaking problem, you guys. And the thing is, there are still people defending this type of behavior, this type of business practice. And it's mind-boggling to me. And I'm going to talk about it because it's relevant and because I think it's interesting. And I would love to see them get what they deserve. And they have to make things right for the community, for them to stay in business. And, I think that all of the YouTubers should be calling people out for their bullshit. Not just, with DKoldies, with anybody, whether it's Lukey Games or WADA, Heritage Auctions. I mean, if you're a scumbag, if you're a gatekeeping piece of shit, you don't belong here, dude. You just don't. And, I'm sorry, they say there's room here for everybody. Not those motherfuckers. I don't want them around. Do you want them around? Gatekeeping assholes? Scam artists? Manipulators? No, of course we don't. We're here to play video games with our friends and our families and have a good frickin' time. So yeah, I'm excited about the lawsuit. I am. And I know that might be shitty to say. But at the end of the day, if they're not, if their feet aren't held, to the fire, nothing's gonna change. And these guys are like the #1 motherfuckers that pop up on Google when you look up retro video games. So how many unsuspecting people that don't know any better are getting ripped off on a regular basis? Guys, the chickens have come home to roost. And it is time to pay the piper, DKoldies, and answer for your crimes. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how far this is going to go. But if there are any new updates, we're going to talk about it and we're going to cover it and keep you informed. But guys, if this is your first time on the channel and you like retro video gaming content from, shitting on DKoldies to reviewing other game stores, amazing game stores too, by the way, that's another thing, you guys. There are other options out there for you that are better than DKoldies. And I have showed that in other videos, whether it's Double Jump Video Games with Cooper. They're amazing. They are a great store. They make great content. You have side quest games. You've got the Game Room. You've got eStar Land. Dude, that's 4 stores right there I'm telling you to go check out. I'm telling you, go give them a look. All 4 of those, right? I've made review videos on every one of those except eStarland, which that one will be coming eventually. eBay, Mercari. Everybody's so scared about getting ripped off on eBay. Guys, eBay and Mercari have buyer protection. I've been dealing with them for years. If you order something and it shows up and it's not how you ordered it or what you ordered, you get your money back. That's how it works. If they send you a console that's broken or a game that doesn't work, you get your money back. It's right there in black and white that if the item is not as described, you are covered. So don't let that deter you and think you're going to get scammed on eBay. Just be smart. Buy from a seller who's reputable with a good review or good ratings. Do your due diligence. Protect your wallets. Protect your families. Don't get ripped off. And guys, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would love to have you. I appreciate you all very much. I appreciate all the support. And I know I'm rambling and I'm ranting, but it pisses me off, and it should piss you off too. But this lawsuit, it looks promising, and it should make you happy, because what it's going to do is it's going to make DKoldies do the right thing. And that's all we want here in the community of retro gaming enthusiasts and gamers and just people who love the hobby. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you've purchased something from DKoldies, and if you're going to get in on this, keep me updated, Also, let me know if there's a retro game store that you really like. Leave that in the comments. Share it with the community. Get the word out there. But guys, as always, thank you for being here. Happy hunting.